Hey, this is Dave Wright. I'm the chairman of Victor Hiking Trails. Today we're going to take a hike at Lehigh Crossing Park. It's a town park owned by the town of Victor. The park is located on State Route 251 between Route 96 and Cork Road. The park was owned by Henry Hansen and John Turner before 2000. Thanks to the cooperation of Genesee Land Trust and the owners, the park has become a town park and is a passive park open for hiking, biking. So there is a pond for fishing, and we'll see some other features as we go through the park. This is the driveway entrance off of Route 251 to the park. We're going to go down to the parking lot. This is the parking lot. It's pretty good size, holds probably about 10 cars. And we're going to be heading down the road into the park. In addition to the trails in the park, this is also the beginning of the Lehigh Valley Trail. We're going to cover about 3 miles on our hike this morning in the park, and as well as some of the trails that adjoin the park. You will see that there is a service road going off to the right. If you follow that, you will come up to the old Lehigh Valley Railroad, where there is a trail that you can take all the way to Mendon, through Rush, and all the way to the Genesee River, where you can hook up with the Genesee Valley Greenway. But we're going to continue on straight. On the right, you will see a pond. This was man-made pond. They were actually looking for gravel in this area when it was an industrial park, and didn't find any gravel, but they did find water. And this is a catch and release pond. Next to the pond is a Eagle project. This was built by Matt Sonnefeld in 2007 with the help of Troop 50. There is also a Wegmans grocery store passport rubbing here, so if you're doing the passport, this is one stop that you'll want to come to. This was named Lehigh Crossing Park because this is the intersection between the Lehigh Railroad as well as the Auburn. At this intersection, if you went to the left, you would be following the trolley trail, which was a 1900s electric trolley that brought passengers from Geneva to Rochester. We'll be coming back on that trail. Straight ahead, it goes out into a field with more trails. We're going to take this yellow trail to the right. We're going to go across a boardwalk that was built in 2015 by Caleb Harp and Troop 61. We're continuing on the yellow trail. Goes through a wooded area, and then it will connect up with the Lehigh Valley Trail. We have come to the Lehigh Valley Trail. Off to the right, we'll take you back to the parking lot. And off to the left, we'll take you down to the Auburn, and like I said, into Mendon and Rush, and all the way to the Genesee River. But we're going to do this little loop trail here. There's a red trail that we're going to follow, and then we'll come back on the yellow trail. On the red trail, we'll come to a boardwalk that was built by the DeMarco Group in 2012. It's a little wider than most of the boardwalks. That was so that we could accommodate the daycare center and the kids coming from their facility over to Lehigh Crossing Park. At the end of the boardwalk, there's the yellow trail going off to the left as well as the right. This is the end of the red trail, and that's denoted by the 3 red hash marks. We're gonna just go out on this yellow trail just to show you where we're at. The yellow trail ends at this parking lot. You can see straight ahead is the daycare center. A little plaza here. There's a Monroe Muffler, and then that's Route 96. We're going to head back on the yellow trail. On the yellow trail we come to another boardwalk. This was built by Laura Buggy with Troop 60225, and it was built in 2016. At the end of the boardwalk, the trail goes off to the left. There is a section here that gets kind of muddy, so you need to be prepared for a little mud. As you exit the yellow trail, come back out onto the Lehigh Valley Trail, we're going to turn right and we'll be heading in a west direction. The Lehigh Valley Railroad was built in the 1890s, and then in 1903 the Rochester and Rapid Railway, commonly known as the trolley, was built. And that's why you see these large concrete abutments. The trolley had to go over the top of the Lehigh Valley Railroad. On your right you will see a blue trail. This is the Omnitech Trail. You can follow that all the way out to the intersection of Route 96 and Main Street Fishers. We're going to get off the Lehigh Valley Trail and we're going to go on to the trail leading over to back into the park. At this intersection you will see there are a couple of blue trails that come together. We have the Dryer Trail that will take you all the way to Dryer Road Park. It's about 3 miles from here. Continue on that to Ganondagan, another 2 miles. We also have this trolley trail, which you can take all the way back to the village of Victor, and that's about 3 miles back to the village. But we're going to continue on heading back towards the trolley trail. At this intersection you can see the abutment for the trolley. You also can see a trail going off to the right that will lead back to the parking lot. We're going to go up this hill to get up onto the trolley trail. So now that we're up on the top of the trolley trail, you can see that this is a ramp. They had to bring in a lot of dirt to build this natural ramp in order to get the trolley up high enough to go over the top of the Lehigh Valley Railroad. At the bottom of the ramp, we'll come back to the service road. Going to the left will take you back to the parking lot. Continue hiking in the park by going off to the right. At this intersection, we will follow the trail to the right. Don't turn on the first trail off to the left. Go straight past that one. When you come to the second trail off to the left, we'll take that. At the intersection, stay to the right. When you come out to the next intersection, this is the Dryer Trail. We're going to take that to the left. At this intersection, we're going to take one more trail to the left going through the park. All of the trails in the park are available for mountain biking as well as hiking. Just try to avoid the muddy areas. When you come to the first trail off to the right, we're going to take that. If you'd gone straight, it would have been back up to the trail that we were on 5 minutes ago. You'll see that the trail comes back out to the service road. We're going to go to the right. Now we're back to the big intersection. If you went straight, that will take you back to the parking lot. We're going to go off to the right. At this intersection, we're going to go off to the left and get back on the drier trail.
Sorry for the bad sound. This elevated boardwalk was built by Daniel Waldman and Troop 341 in 2016.
This is another Eagle project. This was built by Chris Sonnefeld and Troop 50 in 2003. If you go straight here, it'll take you right to the Auburn Trail. We're going to follow the blue trail, and this is still the drier trail. As you're following the blue trail, the drier trail, you come through a nice little section of cedar. As you can tell by the sign, we are still on the drier trail. So the trail comes out to the Auburn Trail. If you follow that to the right, it'll take you to the hamlet of Fishers, and beyond that is the towns of Parrington and Pittsford. So we're going to follow the Auburn to the left, heading towards the village of Victor. This is where the drier trail takes a turn to the right. It's a pathway over to Finger Lakes Community College and out to Route 251. On the right, you'll see this concrete sign. The S stands for Syracuse. 86 is 86 miles. So that would tell the engineer on the Auburn that he is 86 miles from Syracuse. This is where both the Auburn Trail and the trolley trail cross Route 251. Off to the right is Cork Road. We're going to follow the trail to the left. So now we're back on the trolley trail, heading back into the park. As you are hiking on or biking on the trolley trail, you'll see several footbridges. These were built by Victor Parks and Recreation in 2006. As you are on the trolley trail, you'll see an opening off to the right. That's to give you a view of the wetlands that are here in the park. These wetlands are primarily the result of the beaver that are in the area. Here the trolley trail makes a turn to the right. If you went straight, it'll take you back out to the Auburn Trail. This is a boardwalk that was built by Andrew Tavalette and Troop 341 in 2019. Andrew and his troop also built this pond leveling device. The beaver were making the dam too high. It was causing flooding on the trail as well as Route 251, and so they put in this 1-foot diameter tube that went through the dam and prevented the dam from getting any higher, regardless of what the beaver did. So we are continuing on the trolley trail, heading back towards the main part of the park. Now we come to a bridge and 2 observation decks. The observation decks were built by Victor Hiking Trails in memory of Hans Wolf, who loved this park. The bridge was built by Jack Napolitano and Troop 341 in memory of their scoutmaster Kevin O'Brien. As you can see, the Phragmites have really taken over this wet area. These next 2 boardwalks were built by Victor Hiking Trails in 2015. Now we're coming back out to the service road, and you'll see the pond off to your right, and we're going to follow the service road back to the parking lot. It's a nice quiet morning on the pond, and even the Canadian geese need to take a break once in a while on their trip north and south. We are now back at the parking lot. I hope that you enjoyed that 3-mile hike through the park and around the park. I hope that you would give us a like, and if you're not a member of this channel yet, please subscribe by hitting the button, and you will be able to see more of these trails as well as other information in the town of Victor. Thank you and have a great day.